Hello guys, what is going on? I'm Nozda and welcome to another review. Today I'm going to be reviewing Avengers issue 2 of volume 7. I didn't actually realize there were 7 volumes. I thought it was 6 until I searched up today, because today I haven't actually got the physical issue. I couldn't make it down to my local comic shop, so I actually had to buy it, the digital version, online. But yeah, this issue was a bit weird. I mean, last issue, if you watched my last video, if you're watching this one, then you might have. If not, then I recommend you go watch it. I was incredibly hyped for this series. That first issue, I mean, a lot of first issues are like, they're worked on for months and they're really like, they're perfected to the point where it's going to build hype. Because that's the whole thing of comics. It's getting people back 2 weeks later or a month later, however long, to buy the next issue. Especially if it's not an event where it's weekly, where it's more likely that people are going to come back because they're not waiting as long. Anyway, yeah, so the first issue was incredibly hyped. This issue wasn't as good. I mean, the ending was pretty great. I mean, people knew that it was Loki for a long time, throughout this issue, and also a bit of last issue as well. But this entire issue, because obviously the green Asgardian font, it makes sense, and you get to see a glimpse of him halfway through the issue. So Loki was pretty cool. I mean, it's really good revisiting him because he was obviously the first villain in Avengers as well, the original Avengers. So it's really cool to see him again. And I'm excited for that, and I'm excited to see how we manage to be able to create the final host, because the final host is referred to as they, like it's multiple entities, and then Tony Stark also says it's like multiple life forms, which makes me think that like all this like bugs that we're seeing and all like maybe the green stuff that we saw in the Earth is all creating this final host. Like it is all of the like little entities that we've been seeing, has created this final host. Like because last issue I was thinking, like those are important. Could they potentially defeat the final host? Could they potentially be aiding him to destroy the Earth, or like take over, maybe start an infection? I don't know. That's something that was running through my head, but I think it's just a life form that's made out of all of them. So I'm interested to see how Loki managed to create that thing, or persuade to be on his side to destroy 100 Celestials, because that's no like mean feat. That's pretty difficult to do. The things I was slightly disappointed in is the She-Hulk Ghost Rider stuff. I was really interested to see how those two players in particular would play with the rest of the characters. They were very separated, and it was like the panels were really well done. It was an interesting fight to see. Even though it wasn't really much of a fight, not really much happened. You might have maybe, if you wanted to capitalize on that, you might have maybe dedicated more time to it. But the fact that he was so separated from the rest of the team, I mean, to be fair, the sort of like, in this particular scenario, the sort of like Captain America level where they can't really do too much, they're kind of maybe a bit of a burden. I mean, Ghost Rider is different because Ghost Rider's powers work in really wacky ways, but She-Hulk especially. I mean, what's she gonna do? She's kind of literally just like Captain America because she can't fly. Because like they're so big, you kind of need to be a flying hero in order to like do anything about it, or just get a better look. You know what I mean? So it was kind of weird seeing those two fight so far away from the action, but it made sense at the same time. It felt a bit disjointed from the rest of the story. It didn't really do anything for character development. It seemed just like filler, honestly. We didn't get any Black Panther or Doctor Strange stuff either, which was kind of odd. But I'm not too bothered about that. Just overall, I'm just excited for Loki. Really excited to see what he can do. He's a great villain. I really enjoyed his moments in the Spider-Man story in that one issue where he was Sorcerer Supreme. That was enjoyable to read. And I really liked him in Infinity Countdown Prime as well. I thought, as Sorcerer Supreme, he was a very interesting character. Like, he was very anti-hero-esque. And, I mean, that's sort of like Loki in general, but whenever there's like a soft reboot and stuff like that, it goes from anti-hero to full-on villain again, which is good because Loki is a great villain, but he's also a very interesting anti-hero as well. So yeah, I like Loki. Everyone likes Loki. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and all that good stuff, and I shall see you in the next one. Goodbye.